but
Turns out the guy that had told mom that her car, it was something else in her car that broke down. It was the starter. He just didn't want to fix it.
see, it's just the starter. That's why That's why your car doesn't work.
Yeah. That's why we can't get around. That's why mom has to have a ride to work.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, let's just get on some GTA, clear our minds. I started the stream. Hello, stream. Welcome. It is, why did I just get an in-game award of $2,500? $250,000 in-game item. It better not be. Hopefully it is.
I think it was for, oh, what was it?
It was for something.
I got it too, not so long.
It was for something. Who? Yeah, that's why I'm streaming. I think that was saying. Wait. Hey, Dubs. How's it going? I hope you're getting some sleep. You can go to sleep, Dubs. You just said it was 3 in the morning over there, buddy. Fucking retard.
Yes, Dubs, you heard it first. I actually might play PlayStation tomorrow since Aldorian's off work tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I haven't been on. Like, I would have popped on, but like every time I had to pop on, I had to pop back off because I had to go to practice. And any time I wanted to pop back on, I would be way too tired. So yeah.
Been a busy man lately.
Yeah, it's been busy. This has been an eventful past few weeks. Haven't been on for a while, guys. But Butler has been going through some stuff. Not gonna talk about it here because it's his personal business. But I wanted to talk about Butler. It's been approximately 5 years, bro. I met you back in what, 2014?
Yes.
2014, bro. It's been 5 years. I looked back at like a bunch of shit today, and I was listening to podcasts and all this other shit, and I was like, God damn, it's been.
Yeah, man, can't he sleep? Emoji happy tears. So you basically coming on when Forrest is on? And Butler hope everything is cool, G.
Words, I guess.
It's been crazy, bro. It's just been wild. Nah, he just been playing laptop. He just didn't come on. I texted him to get on if he wanted to get on, if he wanted to stream. He didn't pop on when I got
anything on. Anyway, I was literally like I was watching YouTube on my phone.
Stan had texted me earlier asking what I was doing. I said I was watching YouTube and on Tinder. Speaking of that, chat, hey, hit me up on Tinder. Just look up your boy. It's just some simple shit. But back to what I was saying, bro. It's been 5 years. Back, like, thinking back, bro. We started here on GTA, and
in a heist.
No mic. 3 people had a mic. 1 person didn't, and that was Butler. Butler didn't have a mic, and then it came 2 weeks later on PS3 that we all.
Butler, hope you're good. ILL message y'all tomorrow.
Alright, Dubs, back to what I was saying. Butler didn't have a mic. Come 2 weeks later, he got a mic. We cut out everybody else from the, like, game. Like, we changed our chat audio to, like, friends only because we all had friended each other. It was 3 of us. It was the 4 of us. It was me, hey, Paul, Powerade, was it? Powerade?
Yes, Powerade, yeah.
I've been on PS3 for a while, bro. I've been looking back at it. Holy shit. It's been a long time coming, 5 years, bro. 5 years since we played. Since we got in a heist, all randomly met. I hear 2 people with the mic, and then I'm like, oh, I got like a makeshift Bluetooth headset that kind of works. Let me plug it in and start talking to him, and then We also, three of us started talking. Butler just started. We were like, Butler, you gotta do this. Gotta do this. And out of nowhere, he messages all of us saying, I know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then after, like,
Oh, here's what I remember. I remember Power was like, he gets all the girls. I was like, you damn right I do.
we were like, oh yeah, me and Power were like talking. We are just like, bet he gets all the girls. I was like, bet, bro, he probably does. But watching he's a light skin, he has like a deep voice. We were just having a good time and just laughing our asses off. Just like, this man has a deep ass voice. He's gonna be like, what's good, nigga?
Turns out he thinks I'm gonna be like 40-something years old playing in like a teens game.
That's how it was, and we were just like, out of nowhere, you grabbed the mic. You had gotten the mic, and we were like, oh my god, this is exactly how we expected Butler to sound. And then going forward, we were all just popping on. We weren't doing many heists. What did we do? We went from like, we popped on
heist to do. We was doing that. I think I remember we were doing the one glitch.
Fuck, what
I think it's the one at Michael's house. We was doing that glitch.
Yeah.
Where you can make the car fly.
Oh yeah. Cause we were all talking about how we all watched Vanos Gaming. I remember that. We were all talking about how we watched Vanos Gaming, and we were doing the car glitch where we run the car into the fence, and the fence would push us, like shoot us up into the air. That's what we'd be doing. We'd be doing heists. We'd just be messing around in GTA. It was just hella fun. And then after that, I think what would we do? We would pop back and forth from GTA to. Did we pop back? Did I play with you in PS or Black Ops 2? I played with you like twice in Black Ops 2.
I think so. It's something like that.
Because we were doing something.
Because I played on Ghost a couple of times, and then actually that's when I started playing Ghost a lot. Is right after that, because I had met a few people. Wait, you did play Ghost with us like one or two times? Because I remember we think we was all doing.
Yeah. Fox is no longer in the A village.
And what's his name? I can't remember his fucking online ID.
I forgot his ID.
Anxiety, that's it.
Oh yeah. I remember Anxiety, because I popped online with you. This was before there was another person. I wonder if the glitch still works. That's what I'm gonna try.
I think it was it was another one.
There was one more dude, I forget. It was anytime a Paul wasn't on and Powerade wasn't on. It was just me, you, Anxiety, and then there was one more dude.
Was it the last one, 666, or was it, there's another friend I had that played Ghost with me. Oh, what was his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. I thought he was the one from the UK. I think his name, shit, I had a few of them on there on PS3. I can't remember his fucking name. Which was he from the UK? The other one,
he wasn't.
Was it...
He wasn't from the UK. He was
If it's the one from Wisconsin, then that's the last one.
No, he was I swear he was a friend of you. He was a friend. He was one of your friends online. He was from. I think he was from California.
Was it Cali? What's his name?
I think he was from California.
I thought he was from Wisconsin because the only thing I can remember...
No, I'm thinking of a Paul. A Paul is from California. Yeah. Paul's in California. There was somebody else. I just forget his game ID. I think it was Wisconsin or Washington. One of them.
If it was Wisconsin, then it's the last one, 666. He plays Ghost all the time still.
I think it's him, possibly, but I know
if
I popped on.
Him, then yeah, his real name was Dante.
I think it was him. I think it was the last one, 66, because I remember playing when we were playing Ghost. We were always doing either TDM, hardcore TDM, or kill confirmed.
Guess what?
Oh my god. I remember anxiety was chasing me every damn time around the fucking Warhawk map. He was on Warhawk. He was chasing me around the entire map while I was trying to get kills and knifing me.
Oh, when we did free for all.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that now because I kept laughing and telling him that he won't do it. Because we had muted everybody but you, anxiety, and last was Dubs isn't asleep. What, Dub? It was when we were in pregame lobby, and I kept telling him, "Hey, you won't troll anybody in the lobby." It's to everybody, and then he just got on you. And I just kept laughing. I kept looking at the kill feed, and it was just night.
Just letting you know your stream is lagging.
It was the funniest. When that happened.
Because I kept seeing knifed, the last one's knifed, Butler 21 Chicago, and I was like, he's doing it. And the only thing that got me that night was I told him to do it to everyone else but me, and then out of nowhere, he just like freaking throwing knifed me, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Moving on ahead, it was, moving ahead, we did have that lull for like, what, 3 months? 3 months because PS4 had just came out, or it was just coming out, was on the was not on the verge, but was like midway through its like release, where it was getting popular. People were buying PS4s left and right and all this other stuff. You had got a PS4. I had my cousin's PS4, but I didn't touch it because I didn't want to piss her off. Like, I'm not gonna touch it. So, but then it had came around to me jumping in I remember I jumped in not in a party. No, I invited you to a party because I still had internet and I had the PS4. I invited you to a party and I didn't have PS Plus. You had PS Plus, and this was on the time you were working at, I think, Taco Bell.
No, I was working at Subway.
Oh yeah, Subway. You were working at Subway. I had sent you an invite and said that I have PS4, but it's my cousin's. Let's play some whatever, and I said, what you asked what game I had.
I think it was GTA. We ended up hopping on GTA that day too.
No, I didn't have GTA at that time. I didn't have GTA at that time. I had we were only in a party, and I think we jumped on. We didn't jump on a game. Actually, we didn't jump on a game. I remember that because I didn't have PS Plus. I didn't get PS Plus.
I think we just sat there and talked. I think I might have been playing 2K17 because that was the first game I bought for PS4.
We were just playing around, talking. I think I was playing Black Ops 3, messing around on there with the computers and all that stuff. And you were on 2K, jumping ahead. I think it was my sophomore year in high school. That
yeah.
I had bought PS4 and bought GTA 5 because I was gonna play GTA 5 with Luke. That's when I had added Luke as a friend, saying that I was gonna play GTA 5 with him. And then I had introduced you to Luke when I had told you that I got PS Plus. Jumping ahead into I think it's my junior year. Because it was the end of.
There was like a couple months later that you ran out of PS Plus again, and you asked.
Yeah, because because I had bought PS Plus. I had bought PS Plus 3 months from. I think it was June. I bought it in June. I bought it during the summer. I think it was July or June.
It was right before you started school.
Right before I started school, and right before I started football. It was. I think it was in July. I think it was in July because that's 3 months ahead. That makes it October. October was when I ran out of PS Plus. I was without PS Plus for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then you had messaged me, and I think you messaged Luke too, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the morning.
Yeah, because he called me on Snapchat that night, and he's like, he wanted me to come down there. I was like, man, if I ever got the chance, I would, bro. But I just don't have the money.
I remember that. We were talking about getting you over here into California, and then like when he called you, you guys hung up, and then you had texted me a number, because we had that time I didn't have PS Plus. We were just talking. We were just in a party talking, about stuff, and we brought up that me and Luke didn't have PS Plus. Luke had just ran out of PS Plus, and I had just ran out of PS Plus. And you said, "Hey, I can get you guys a whole year worth of PS Plus and help you out." I was like, "Bet." And then out of nowhere at like 5 a.m.
You get a number.
I get a number in a note. I get a notification from you. I was like, "Oh, it's probably Butler asking me to get on." I get a number. It says, Butler has sent you a photo on Messenger. I open the message. It's a long ass code for PS Plus for 12 months. I was like, what the fuck? I called Luke because I had to. No, wait. It wasn't on Messenger. It was on Snapchat. Because I had to send it to him on Snapchat too. Because you had sent both pictures to me, and you didn't have you were just getting into using Snapchat.
Yeah,
and I had called Luke. I was like, Luke, he just got us that 12 months of PS Plus. He had just got us the 12 months of PS Plus. Let's get on, let's put it in, and let's pop on some GTA together. He was like, bet. I was like, oh shit, bro, it's about to go down. Coming to think about it, we were like, what? We played GTA on every Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday actually, for like the whole football season, and just
I think that was right around the time I started meeting everybody.
Yeah, then the new age of people started to come on when we introduced you to Tony. Tony, Steven, Tate, Casey, and Diego. We started to play a little bit of Fortnite, I guess. I think it was.
I think they started playing Fortnite.
Then we started playing Fortnite a little bit.
We did test it out that one time, and then we just never touched it again.
Yeah,
because our teammates ended up shooting us.
I remember that because like the friendly fire rule on Fortnite was still going on. We played Fortnite for a little bit, then we didn't like it, and when we popped over, because we all had found out that you had 2K, and we all had a full 2K game, so we all popped over to 2K, went into someone's lobby and played, went into someone's apartment and played hoops.
Oh yeah, no, wait a minute, I think, did we play things? Because I remember it was me and somebody versus, I think it was...
It was me. It was you and
Cole.
It was you and Cole versus me. No, it was you, Cole, and Diego.
Was it Casey?
No, it was Diego. And then it was me, Steven, and Casey. We were all playing 2K.
That was the only game we did play of 2K with them.
That was the only game of 2K we only played with them. That was the one game. 2K18 was the one game we just messed around on because we didn't like Fortnite at the time. I remember because it wasn't that big and we just didn't like it.
I still remember the first time I played that game. I think we landed at Greasy Grove. What?
Bro, I remember because I remember that. Going back,
I remember this was
right before. This is in between the point of me getting you giving us the 12 months of PS Plus, and you meeting Cole and them. We were playing Fortnite. We dropped Greasy because we didn't know how the game worked, how to do anything, or what to do. All we did was get into a game. This game is big. Let's start playing it. This is
what I remember. I remember this. I remember we all landed at Greasy Grove, and me and you were just sneaking around Greasy Grove.
No, bro, we were
walking around, just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
We were sneaking. I remember, bro, it was me and you. We were sneaking around the Dirt Burger. We were sneaking around the Dirt Burger. We were just messing around. We were just like, we don't know what to fucking do. Everybody kept telling us to just go find somebody and kill them. We didn't know how to play. We just were just messing around, fucking around, having the fucking time of our lives, just fucking asking ourselves, what are we doing? What do we do?
I remember when I got down, I remember my teammate, he shot me. I was hiding behind a rock, and I didn't know that he was able to jump. So he jumped over the rock and shot me in the head after I had gone down.
Yeah, because it was
like,
me and you. It was me and you.
up.
We didn't know about duos. We just jumped into a squad. I don't think they had duos in squads yet. No, they duos yet. No, they did. They didn't have trios yet. But we didn't know about the different types of games with solo, duos, and squads yet because we just got into the game. When we had just got into the game, we were just we got into a squad match. We had 2 randoms and it was me and you. I was like right behind you from time to time. I think I was right behind you sneaking around. You got down. I was super far back because I was still getting used to freaking the new controller and all the stuff with PS4. You got down and then the friendly fire was still on and you just get fucking blasted.
Oh my god.
You just got, I remember, bro, you got fucking blasted by our teammate.
I got finger blasted by that song.
He gave us, he was like, "I'm gonna take your loot, dude." I was like, "Oh god, let me not hope he takes me anymore." He takes me like he did to him. I was like, "Oh god." So Butler, that was the only time we played Fortnite, and then we just started playing 2K and jumping on GTA with Steven. It was me, you, Steven, Cole from time to time, Diego from time to time, Casey, Tony from time to time, Casey from time to time. It was me, you, Steven, Tate, and Luke Luke was time to time because he was always grounded or he was always hanging out with Haley when he was pussy whipped.
Yeah.
But that was when we met Tate and all them. That was in the beginning when we started to meet San. We were in GTA, we were playing with Cole, we were in a party with Cole, Steven, and Panda. And San, we weren't with Sandy. Sandy wasn't with us yet because we were just fucking around. And we kept killing him and he kept killing us. You kept getting mad. I remember you kept getting mad at San before we had actually met him because like you were like, "Dude, he keeps fucking killing us," because we were just in an all-out war with anybody that was near us. He kept killing you and he kept killing me, and I was like, "Bro, let's just fuck this dude up. Fuck this guy." And then I think he was in game chat, and I think he was friends with Panda. He was friends with Panda, but he wasn't in the party. No, he was in the party, and then he popped out. You
know, the first time I thought that he had mentioned this kid named Sandy, I thought he was an actual little kid because he said, "I promised this kid that I would not fuck around, I wouldn't like fuck with him." But I just remember Tate saying that, and I was just like, "Is he literally playing with little kids?" This is what I was thinking.
That's what that's your like. That's kind of like your immediate reaction when someone says, "I promised to help this person," or I was gonna help this dude out.
I don't want him. This person. That's what it was. He wasn't gonna kill him.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said, and we automatically assumed that he was a little kid. Cause pops in the party like 10 minutes later, and he was like, he just has a grown man voice, and we're like, "Fuck." We're like, "Fuck, bro. Goddamn, we didn't know this dude was just gonna
I remember we was all doing. I think since how we all were playing, and we was all just like, you know what, we could, cause I was just starting YouTube out. And he wanted me to stream for a little bit, and you know we're gonna start doing this A team, B team, or Charlie team and whatever. I couldn't remember all of it, but
before we get into that, I forgot about that, bro. I forgot so much about it. Okay. Oh my god. So what had happened? Yeah. I remember. So what had happened was I gotta wait. Hold up. I gotta see him say. I gotta get Sam in here, because it's actually what, our 3 year. We've known him for 3 years now.
I think going on 3 years.
Going on 3 years.
We met late 2017. It was right before.
It was right before.
I think. Oh man. Because I know we stayed there where I lived at before. When I met you, I was living in my hometown. Waited about another, I think it's 3 years down the line. We had both a PS4, and then we just started playing GTA a lot, and then
we started. It was around this time that we fully started to play with them, because we were back and forth from a little bit of Fortnite, a lot of 2K, because it was just me and you, and then your brother from time to time, because you had just got a PS4 Pro.
Oh no! I'm talking about before that was before I moved into with my mom's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
That I didn't have. I know me and Zach were sharing the PS4 at that time.
Were you? Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah, it was probably the worst times ever because I had to actually share a PS4. Now it's a lot different.
Yeah, that's how it was with me for a few minutes, because now that I have my own PS4, it wasn't much of sharing because my cousin rarely used it because she was on restriction.
Right, and then this whole thing with you getting grounded for your equipment for football happened, and then But before we get into that, that's way up there.
Yeah.
Back to what we were saying. This was when I was still sharing my PS4, and I was back in my hometown, and I was sharing a PS4. We was doing the A team, B team, and all this stuff, and just starting YouTube.
We were just starting. Yeah, I remember this. We were just starting. You were just starting. I was just like, this is gonna be like a hobby. This is gonna be for me from time to time. I'm only gonna do this when I'm free and when I want to have fun, and I'm like not like too tired to play games.
Yeah, because you were still heavily into football.
I'm heavily still into football now, but like I was heavily into football because of.
I think this
sophomore year was
went to the state championship. Was it the year when you went into the state championship, or was it? Or was it the year before?
It was the year before. 1 year before. I had joined 1 year before you had sent the PS Plus was me being sophomore being pulled up to varsity. That was when I had gotten the PS Plus from you. That was when I had to be that was when I got heavily into football. Because I was a varsity player played halfway through my sophomore year. I was a varsity player. I played JV, and that's why when I was like not heavily into it, and I was just playing after I got done playing, after I got done with my game, it was watch a little bit of varsities and then leave, and then I'd be home early enough to hop on with you.
Right.
Skipping ahead, when you guys moved in with your mom's boyfriend, that was
just the worst 6 months of my fucking life.
That was when
the best for you guys because I was lagging my ass off.
Oh, that was content. That was junior year content. But that was junior year. We didn't go to the state, but I was heavily into football. I was still sharing. What were we talking about again?
I thought we was talking about before I had moved. I think it was right around the time we was just meeting Sam at this time.
Yeah, that's where
we left off.
That's where we left off. It was around this time 3 years ago. You were in with your mom's why was I gonna say stepdad? Your mom's boyfriend. No. Your mom's boyfriend. I was still in my room using my cousin's PlayStation. We were playing.
No, because I moved out at the beginning of 2018. It was February when I moved out at the end of February in 2018.
Moved out of your mom's boyfriend's house, right?
This is when we was getting ready to move into his house. Because we're still here in my hometown. And I met Sam. We played Call of Duty World War II in December, because this was like the biggest game at the time.
Oh no, yeah, but going back was us around. It was around this time you were just moving in. It was you having horrible Wi-Fi. I remember that.
Oh my god.
You had horrible Wi-Fi because it was you, your grandma, your mom, Zach using the PS3, and then your mom's boyfriend, which wasn't good. So it didn't help you that much. And then then you did get kind of good Wi-Fi, I believe. You did get kind of good Wi-Fi
and I
closer to the router. I remember that you moved it closer to the window, moved closer to the router. And then every time you did that, it made it better. That was when after that point, we were in GTA, and it was me, you, Panda. Not that I'm picking up the story. It was me, you, Panda, Steven, San, playing GTA. This was 3 months before. 3 months after this was when we met Doves. But we're not gonna get to that yet. Me, you, and San were what? B team? This is when let me explain it. Let me explain it. It was me, you, Panda, and Steven.
We had decided. No. It was you, Panda, and I think Steven were A team, and then me, Wicked, and I think it was SRH Ninja. That were we were C team, Charlie, and so what happened was San was being put on the. No, it was the B team, because I remember because I was texting Tate and all this shit on Snapchat, and he's like, "Yo, bro, you're getting too serious into this." I'm like, "No, I just want to include everybody."
Yeah, I remember now.
Because he had told Tate that he was not fitting to join me, Wicked, and SRH Ninja on the V team. He's like, this is when he was still talking shit about me, saying, "Oh, you need to fix your aim, kid, you're crap." I was like, this kid can piss me off.
When Ninja or Tate?
No, this is when Sam was telling me this.
Yeah. Because we were up in the hills and we were all sniping each other. It was me, and we were all sniping each other. It was me, you, Steven, Tate, and me, you, Steven.
Was it SRH Ninja?
Me, you, Steven, Tate, and no, that was it actually. I think we did add Cole. It was Cole. It was actually Cole. The Cole was with us. That was the other person, and then it was Wicked, SRH Ninja, Sanity. There was another dude. I think it was Buckwheat. I think it was Buckwheat.
Was it Buckwheat?
I think it was Buckwheat.
It might have been. I don't remember. This is such a long time ago.
I think it was. Wait, let me think about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was Buckwheat. 3 years ago almost. 3 years almost was Buckwheat. We met Buckwheat too, and Buckwheat was with us. He was on the opposite team, and then there was some other random that we never did friend, but like. But yeah, he was like, remember. Was that on PS? Wait, was it on PS3 that he was talking shit?
No, it was PS4 because I remember because when I met.
Thinking to it, like there was a dude when we were all playing GTA, the dude that was talking shit about us, and he told you to go play with him. Was that on PS3 or PS4?
Oh, the dude that was talking shit about, was it the original four of us?
Was it the original four of us, or was it
A-Paul and Powerade? I can't remember. There was some rando that was talking shit about you guys, and he wanted me to come play BO2 with them, and I didn't want to. I was like, fuck you. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it was PS. I was thinking it was that. I was thinking it was that dude, because then we did go mess around after the whole thing. But it was the five. It was the five of us: me, you, Steven, Tate, and Cole. against Buckwheat, SRH Ninja, Wicked,
And
Sand, and then there was some other dude, but we don't remember.
Was it Buckwheat?
It was Buckwheat was with them, because Buckwheat was a friend of Sand's, and Sand was a friend of Tate.
Was it Jimmy G?
Was it Jimmy G? Wasn't Jimmy G your friend? No, now that I'm thinking about it. Now I'm thinking really about it. Okay, it was San, Buckwheat, SRH Ninja. So it was Wicked, SRH Ninja, Buckwheat, San, and Kid Joy. Kid Joy was with them. That's where I got all these random friends on my freaking friends list from. SRH Ninja was one of them. Then Kid Joy and Buckwheat were all friended me after one night, and then
Turn around,
and then I had San friend me, but we didn't really talk that much because he said he wasn't like that much into PS4 because he was like in college. But
yeah, that's when you're still in college. Yeah.
That was when he was still in college. But we were all up on over in, I think it was over by the beach.
Right.
I think it was like
no, it wasn't the beach area. I remember it was over by Chumash. It was in what area was that?
It was a place where we kept saying they should make this house a part of GTA.
Yeah.
It's a hill. It's like a hill, and then there's like one little mansion house looking.
Yeah, I can
house.
find it. I might be driving right towards it now.
Yeah, I remember
that was the area.
That was the area where we were fighting. A team versus B team.
I think. Wait a minute. I think we was was we helping Panda deliver cars or something?
That was right before. That was the beginning of us meeting Dubs. That was when we started to make. That was when we started to help him sell cars. Was when we began to meet Dubs. But we were battling up on the hill. San was talking shit about our aim and about our team. We kept killing him, and then he got mad and he was in our party. He got mad and left. Then he joined us again, and then because it was the start of the Doomsday heist. It wasn't the Doomsday heist. It wasn't the Doomsday heist. Let me take that back. It wasn't the Doomsday heist. It was something. It was
No, I think it's because he asked us if we played 2K.
He got 2K. He didn't get 2K18. He got 2K18 from Zach. Because that's when he started the game share with Zach. That was when he actually began to play with us. But
I don't remember. I think we were playing GTA with him a couple times, and then we thought he was. After a while,
he became cool. That's what I was about to get to. We were playing GTA. We were playing with Tate and all them, and then Sam got mad because he was talking shit. We killed him. He left. He came back one time, and this was like right in the beginning where we met Dubs. We were doing A team B team again, and I wasn't really in the team. Keep in mind, I wasn't really in the team. I remember this now. I was a double agent.
Oh yeah.
If you could remember that, I was the double agent. I was working with both sides, muting one side and then.
That's right.
You were with me, weren't you?
No. Because I remember I was his second in command.
Yeah.
I remember because he wanted me to be captain of B team. He wanted me to be like the leader of the B team.
Exactly, and then it was gonna be me, him, and Steven. I was a double agent for both teams. I was just like I was messing with the other team and messing with the A team at the same time. Then we started to get like into the whole Avenger thing, Avenger, and then
No.
flying.
We started messing around with the Oh no. We started messing with something else. It wasn't.
No, it was
right before they had just came out with. It was right before they came out with the.
No, it wasn't before. It was
the
right.
Doomsday Heist.
It was right before the Doomsday Heist. It was when they started to come out with hangar missions. That's where it was.
Yeah, that's right. I think
because we started doing.
It was the Babushka. That's what it was. It was the fucking.
Yeah,
because
we started to play. I remember now because we started to play a bunch of like random songs like Ocean Man and the Soviet the Soviet Russia national anthem and all that stuff, and then it just became our thing. But back to what we were saying. I was a double agent. We were doing hangar missions to help him get. There was something he was trying to get, but I don't remember. I was messing around, and then San had messaged us saying that.
I remember what he was trying to get. I think he was trying to get the mogul, that World War II looking plane where you have the gun, like where the gunner's literally at the top of the plane.
Oh yeah. He was working for that.
Instead of shooting just in front of you, you can shoot from behind you. Like there's a turret that rotates around on top of the plane.
No, I think about it. It was that. We was trying to get that, and then after that, when I was a double agent for both teams, that was when he started. That's when he started to get like bitchy. Because we couldn't, we kept getting attacked and we kept messing up the missions. We weren't messing it up, it was just the game kept fucking us over. And he started to talk shit on you about something, but I don't even remember. I don't remember it all that well. But I remember he did start talking shit about some shit to you, and then he pissed you off, and then he started to talk him and Steven both started to talk shit about you, and then they both started to talk shit about San. That was when we started, before he started to talk shit on you and San, that's when you and San started to play together, and we started to play GTA by ourselves, and then we were like, oh, let's just invite Tate and Steven from time to time. And then they got mad at us, started talking shit, and then we just said fuck you, and then we started playing with San. No, wait, let me take that back. Let me go back a little bit.
Remember, because
let me go back a little bit before. It was that. It was that too. It was right before all of that talking shit. We did a car show with Dubs. I remember it was a car show, because Dubs didn't have a mic, or he did. We didn't invite him.
He did have a mic. It was just like we'll invite him because we did play with him before, and we thought might make a new friend.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's how it was. It was, we were just trying to make a new friend. We did a car show over by Maze Bank because we all had lowriders.
Oh yeah, I think at that time I only had. What did I have at that time? Oh, do I even remember what I had at that time?
Because we were in the like lowrider thing. We all had like really good cars. Really good looking cars, and we were just messing around. Then the whole talking shit started, and we said fuck you to Tate. We all broke off. Because even though he wasn't talking shit on Dubs just wanted to come with us. He never really hung out. He never really played with Dubs that much. But,
that's Grandma's phone. I take it back into her. Yeah, that's hers.
That's when we all started to become, like, friends. We didn't make the group chat until about, like, 5 months later.
It's something like that, because I think we was just getting ready to add each other on Facebook because we thought we was all gonna be like.
I already had you on Facebook, and then we added. We added San, then we met Dubs, and then we set up with Dubs, we added Dubs on Facebook like 2 months later. And then after that 2 months was over, that's when we all got World War II, because I was still getting games off of Cole. I was still game sharing with Cole because I had gotten 2K18 off of Cole, and
Spider-Man.
no,
I thought it was Spider-Man.
no, it wasn't Spider-Man. It was just another game. It was World War II, 2K, and another one.
Was it Madden?
No, it wasn't Madden because I didn't play Madden. I couldn't get Madden off him, and I didn't want to get Madden. There's another game, but it was I know it was a super. I think it was Was it Destiny? No.
Nah, I don't think so.
But it was another game. I had gotten another game off Cole, and then we all started to play World War II. We started to play World War II Zombies, and that's exactly when we started to become like close friends.
Close, yeah.
Close friends.
Because I remember we did the Easter egg, and I remember I watched your video. I still do sometimes, because you know those were the
good old days, bro.
We had just got the Easter egg done for the very first Zombies map in World War II, and I remember how loud we all became when we all beat that fucking Easter egg.
Bro, wait, wasn't it that night we did the Easter egg? We tried so hard, and I kept going down, and I said didn't I say I had to go? I had to go, or San had to go, or Dubs I think it was San. San had to go. And we didn't want to restart.
I don't remember.
It was San because he was still working at nights, remember?
It might have been. Yeah, I think it was.
I think we had to do it really quick. If I go back and look at the video, I'll go back and look at it. But I think San had to leave to go to work, and we were like, bro, we're almost done. We just have one more thing to do. Or I think it was off. I don't think it was that. I think it was the one time. It was a bunch of other times where San had to leave. That we were doing the Easter egg, and then he had to leave.
And then there was that one night when we did complete it. I think it was like we all had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Like, we had nothing planned.
Nothing planned, and we did the Easter egg. We got freaking loud as fuck.
Yeah, I remember.
Bro, that was the craziest. That was the craziest night. I remember that night. Like it was like we were doing. I think that was the sweatiest we've ever gotten. Like we were
in Call of Duty. Yeah.
In Call of Duty, we were determined. We had the determination to win and to complete that Easter egg. Like we didn't want to do anything else but complete that Easter egg so we can move on.
And then because
I remember you had the season pass, so you could
I bought everything on that fucking game.
Yeah, you literally could get any kind of like zombie map and all that other shit.
I didn't have the season pass. What? That was the only thing I didn't buy.
Oh wait, yeah, you didn't buy the season pass. You just bought you were just getting the Easter egg. You were just getting the DLCs every time they came out after season pass.
After they had just dropped them, I was like, you know what, I'm buying this. But
yeah, that
was
Easter,
literally the craziest night of our lives.
The Easter egg was the craziest night of our fucking lives. Like it took us 2 hours. It took us 2 hours.
It did, bro. And then I remember right after that, Dove said he would never play zombies ever again. He just wanted us to do the survival map. I hated playing that map, to be honest with you, because it was such a small map. I hated it. It wasn't fit for 4 people.
Oh, it wasn't.
I hated playing the survival house map.
Because like Call of Duty, because that was when Call of Duty was like making like smaller maps, just a survival map, not like where the game has an Easter egg, like back in World at War, where they had just a regular survival map where you only had to stay in one place and you couldn't get out.
Oh my god. Oh please. No. Don't.
Fucking Kino Del Torton.
Oh no.
Kino.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, bro, that was the fucking gayest. Oh my god, but that was the
probably one of my favorite zombies maps of all time. Has to be the Rising Jack, or something like that.
World Black Ops 2?
No, that one is in Black Ops. Is it? I can't remember which one that was.
Dreisendrack?
I remember Dreisendrack or something like that.
Dreisendrack. I think that's
It's
Black Ops 3.
It's the one where you can get the. It's the one where you can get the bows.
That's the Black Ops 3.
Is it Black Ops 3? Yeah, I figured that's
3.
what it was. That's probably one of my personal favorite maps. Just because of the bows. And then probably right after that it's probably I don't know. Boss type probably have to be Zetsubo, the spider one.
I think my all-time favorite has to be what was that Black Ops 2 map?
Origins?
No,
Die-Rise?
no, it was the original one, the first one.
Farm or Green Run?
Green Run.
You like the green one?
Green Run was like my shit, bro. I liked it. It was one of my personal. It was one, not like my personal favorite.
Version though. The grief one or the what was the other mode they called it? There was grief and was the other one survival?
I think it was grief and it was grief and survival. I think it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I remember.
But I would always do both.
Grief, it was two separate teams, and I remember in Grief, if both of the enemy team, if both of the teammates on the enemy team had gone down, and if you survived the round without dying, you had ended up winning the match or something like that. I only played Grief a couple of times though.
Was it?
Because they did
Wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, didn't they put Green Run in Black Ops 3?
Did they put Green Run in? I actually.
Didn't they put Green Run in Black Ops 3?
I honestly don't know. I don't remember because. Oh man. That's tough. I don't remember. I thought it was only in Black Ops 2 because I remember.
No, it was only. I'm only asking that. I'm only asking that because I honestly remember by me thinking about it because. Let me look that up. Was Green Run in Black Ops 3? Because now that I'm really
thinking...
If it
was, I mean, kudos to you, because I don't remember it being in Black Ops 3. I thought I remember it being in Black Ops 2, because I remember there was the bus, and then they had the other part of the map where you could go to... you could stop off at the gas station. You start at the gas station, then you go to not the farm, but I think right after that you go to was it the restaurant? I think it was the restaurant. And then after that you went to the farm. And it was like a big, huge circle. I think it was.
Oh, it was two modes. It was Transit. It was Green Run Transit and Green Run Turned.
Oh, I love Turned. That was fun. I played that with Zach, bro. I had the time of my life. I love playing
Bro,
Turned.
I'm thinking so hard. Like this stream. Keep in mind, this is completely off track of our whole 5 year. A little bit off track. This goes back way before we started. Way before. We moved into PS4. We just
transitioned from talking about our 5-year friendship to Call of Duty.
Yeah, for real. The transition was crazy, but this just went from a different perspective. But I'm thinking so hard because I'm gonna be honest, Butler. I'm not being honest, but I'm thinking me and you, and then there was 2 other people played a map, Black Ops 2 Zombies.
I think it was Town, because I remember I just started, I was getting anxiety to play with us. You joined on Town, because I wanted to beat my record of 35 rounds, because I was doing it on solo. I wanted to beat my record 35 rounds.
Yeah,
And
wait, yeah,
you
not, yeah,
joined-
yeah. Now that I think about it, now I'm getting the memories back. It was me, you, Power. It was me, you, Power, and 8-Ball. We played Town, and there was that's memories, bro. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was a memorable game. Playing Town, bro. The freaking the
That was the one where the lava was in the center of the town, and that was the same place where you had Pack-a-Punch.
that same place where you had Pack-a-Punch. What was it?
zombies were harder to kill if they were on
Juggernaut.
fire. They
Juggernaut
would
was in one
explode.
building. Quick Revive was in the other. And in Town, because I remember there was a. I think
They
it
had
was with.
Tombstone there too.
They had Tombstone, and there was a. I think it was Powerade that showed us that there was a. Not a glitch, but a little way to not lose in the map and made us survive to like a longest round ever was us standing on the edge of one building where Quick Revive was.
Oh yeah, I
And one of
remember
the
that. I remember I tried to do that when you didn't have internet for that little span of time. Well, the place I'm living at now, because I wasn't able to pay the bill. I remember I went back and tried to do that glitch. It still works.
For real?
It still works.
Bro, Butler, okay, we need, oh fuck, no we can't. We need like, we'll make a day where we just bust out the PS4 or PS3. We leave the PS4 plugged in.
From my living room.
I think it's in my closet. But we leave our PS4 on so we can still talk on the mic, but use our PS3 remotes and everything else and play Black
That's the
Ops
only
2.
problem. I don't think I have a PS3 remote anymore. I think I ended up breaking my yellow one somewhere. I don't know where my yellow one's at.
I mean, you could use the PS4 ones, but it's kind of tricky.
It is tricky because, dude, I tried to close out of a game and it would not let me.
Yeah, the home button doesn't work.
I had to turn off my PS3 in order to get it to work.
The home button doesn't work. Oh my god, PS3 days, bro. Memories. Like holding the. Bro, PS Now. We need to get PS Now. Like there are a bunch of games from PS3 that we can play on PS4. But like, back to what I said, bro. Back to like PS3 days. Oh my god, holding the middle button just to turn off our PS3. Holding the middle button to restart and everything, and just brings up the black screen. PS3 was actually, if you think about it, PS3 was actually like really like more complicated than you think it is.
It was, bro.
It was more complicated.
I remember every time if I wanted to quit a game, I had to hold in that big ass button, and if I wanted to close the game, I was like, "Are you sure you want to quit this game?" You had to actually scroll with your fucking D-pad over PS and actually click on it. And you had to click on it like 3 different times in order to get it to quit.
Yeah, and then you had like when you wanted to quit the game, you had the middle button. You did what you just said, and then like at the bottom it was like controller settings where you could like change the controller thing to like different controller types or controller things.
Mhm.
Where it was like player 2, player 3, player 4, player 5, player 6, player 7, player 8, and all that shit.
Oh my god. Oh my. I wish I could have got 8 friends to play PS3 with me.
Bro, that was crazy.
But then again, I remember on PS3, everybody being on Black Ops 2 sniping match on Nuketown with the Ballista. Oh my god, you would not believe how many people were on that game on a daily?
No, bro.
Sniping.
Oh my
Just
lord.
1v1 quick snipers.
Oh my lord, bro. I'm like having flashbacks before I got GTA 5 for the PS3. We're like completely off of our like 5-year thing, but fuck it.
We're going beyond 5 years now.
We're going way back, bro. Okay, so like I'm having like flashbacks of me going from
From now all the way back.
From now all the way back to back where I was in like a 6th grader. Cause I met you when I was when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Just about to start freshman year. I remember coming home from middle school. Oh my lord, bro. Coming home from middle school, turning on the PS3, and just going ballistic, trying to find or trying to put in my, because your game was Black Ops 2 at the time. Your favorite Call of Duty was Black Ops 2. Mine was Modern Warfare 3, bro. You knew that, and I knew that yours was Black Ops 2. Oh my lord! What were you saying?
I think at the time I didn't have it. Wait, actually, I don't remember if I had it or not. I think I still do.
Bro, when I had every time I came home from school, it was turn on the PS3, get in Modern Warfare 3, and the one game, bro. The one game mode that I would always play, and I'm mad that Call of Duty was Infected, bro. Infected!
I remember you talking about Infected all the time. And then they incorporated it into Ghost.
Ghost, like, bro.
It's not the same.
That was horrible. When I got Ghost for the PS3, before I had met you, and I had Ghost for the PS3, because keep in mind, we had one, before I had met you, we had one PS3. When we had moved over to the house that I'm at now for my rest of my life right now, we had gotten a second one because my grandmother had bought one from us from Alabama. And then my 7th grade year, my mom was like, "Hey, my friend's getting rid of the PS2. Do you want it?" I was like, fine, like, I don't care, it's a PS2, PS2s are cool too. I was like, and then she gave it to me, and I look at it, I was like, "Mom, this is a PS3. She was like, "That's a PS3? I was like, "Yeah."
She's like, "Wait, what?"
I was like, "Yeah, you just gave me a PS3. She was like, "Well, it's my PS3. I was like, yeah, I know. It's gonna be yours for like a week, and you're not gonna use it." But when I first got that PS3, originally, like, I didn't know how to, cause I knew how to work the PS3, and when I turned it on, Butler, between me and you and the stream and people who ever watch this, immediately when I got into the account that was originally on the game, immediately had Modern Warfare 3 put onto the game.
Wow.
I was like, "Oh my god, let me find out what my," because I had a PSN account back when PSPs were relevant.
Oh my god, that's a long time ago.
I had a PSN. I had a PSN back then.
I didn't have a PSN until I got my PS3, but I have played PlayStation. Actually, I think it was my uncle that got me into PlayStation. He actually let me play the very first PlayStation ever. I played from the first PlayStation. The only thing from PlayStation I have not yet to play was the PSP. I was not able to buy one. My mom didn't have the money to buy one, but I still have a game to this day for the PSP.
Bro, like PSP, but because PSPs were hella expensive. Like the features from the PS3 were compatible with the PS2 and the PS3, so that's why they were like hella expensive. Like me honestly, we had a PS1, played that, got bored of it. My dad had a PS2. We didn't get a PS. We got a PS2, one of those bulky ones, not the slim ones, or the big bulky ones. The big bulky ones. We had gotten a big bulky one. My dad had a slim one. Bro, I remember playing on that PS2 was like Call of Duty. It was Call of Duty World at War, Ratchet and Clank. Call of Duty
at its finest hour.
Ratchet and Clank was one of my shit games. Madden, and then when EA wanted to come out with.
Madden 06 on the PS2.
Oh my lord, bro.
Oh my
That
god.
was crazy. Bro, the worst, going off topic, but this is only a one-time thing. Worst Madden was Madden 09, guarantee you. But back to what I was saying.
Oh, I didn't play Madden 09, but me, I think it would have to be...
All the recent ones right now are decent. I'm not going to say they're good. Madden 06 was the best. Best out of all of them.
I thought Madden 08 was the best. Because for me, Madden 06 pissed me off to the point where my mom had came in, was tired of me getting mad at my games. She came in and snapped my Madden 06 game. I was like, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, I'm tired of getting mad at this damn game. So she grabbed the disc out of the PlayStation 2 while it's still running, pulled the disc out, snapped it in half. I got so mad. That's what I had bought. Then right after that, she let me buy Madden 08. I think Madden 08 is the best one in my opinion. Because for me, Madden 06, I was missing field goals like fucking crazy, bro.
Oh my
I
lord.
hated field goal staying in Madden 06. Madden 08, I would make it straight down the middle every fucking time. Because I remember doing the little camps because I was earning. This is when I was like, I'd try to get everything unlocked in the game in order for me to beat the game.
Like Madden.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, shit. I remember doing the passing drills. I think it was the drill section I was doing. It was the drills, and then I did the field goal ones all the time because those were fun.
Yeah.
And I did the passing ones, and I was like, dude, I kept getting mad at the I can't remember which one I got mad at. I think it was one of the passing drills. It was the Cincinnati Bengals one I got mad at. Because I was like, Carson Palmer can throw the football like crazy. And they kept intercepting the ball. I got so mad. And that's when she came in and snapped my disc.
Oh my god. Bro, it was play PS1, had a bulky one, and then we got my dad's PS2 because he had bumped up to a PS3. We had gotten his. It was when PS2 was still compatible with PS1 games, but we rarely played any PS1 games. But like PS2 games, it was Madden, Ratchet and Clank, Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars is shit, bro. If you didn't play Lego Star Wars,
Lego Star Wars for me, I played Lego Star Wars on the very first Xbox, and I'll admit, the very first Xbox was probably the best one by far.
Oh, bro, back when I lived in my old house, we would always go because there's a friend of ours, an old friend. I don't even know where he is right now. If you hear this, dude, love you. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. But old friend, bro. He would always have his garage open. We would always come over and play. He had like every single, because I think his father was military, so he was there for a long time, like almost until I was a 4th grader.
Oh my god, if we're going back to 4th grade, I think I might have been in 4th grade. So
we're not going back that far, brother. Hold up.
You're only 2 years behind me, right? You're only 2 years younger than me, right?
Yeah, you're what, 21?
I'll be turning 21 this December.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm only 2 years younger than you.
Yes, so when you were a 4th grader, I was a 6th grader, bro. Holy shit.
Bro, but like I was saying, like, we would always go over and play. He had the Xbox, he had a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. He had a freaking pool table in his house.
Oh,
bro,
no,
his garage was basically a game room. I was like, holy shit. So we always go over and play.
Speaking of a pool table, I remember before I even started getting into gaming, I remember where it was my mom's third and last ex-husband. He had an air hockey table in the basement, turned the basement into a fucking bar. I kept my PS2 and shit down there. Holy shit, I remember playing games like backyard baseball, backyard football, backyard fucking basketball for sake.
Bro.
I played all the backyard sports games.
Bro, I had one of the backyards. I think it was backyard basketball. Backyard basketball was the shit. To be honest,
because I remember
backyard football was
loved
okay because I played backyard football on the computer when it was a computer game before it got moved to console. But I was playing I played backyard basketball on a console. That was my shit. That was like the first. That was the first ever no wait. That was the second basketball game I ever played. The first one was when EA started to do March Madness, when they made March Madness basketball games.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, I think, yeah, that was my first basketball game I played, was backyard basketball, and then right after that, I just rented out, what was it? I think it's NBA 2K6. Holy shit.
Bro, wait, I think I had NBA.
I was always the Spurs.
I think I had NBA 2K, oh no, wait, because the dude I was talking to about, the military friend of mine, he had like when he was about to move, because his dad was stationed in Shanghai, he was gonna move to Tokyo.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, he was moving that far. Oh my god, he was moving that far, brother. Like goddamn. So he was moving, and he was selling a bunch of his PS2 games. But I'm looking through all his PS2 games. He was selling them for like $5 each. I was like, okay, cool. I went to go grab my dad. He gave me like $20. That was when $20 was like. 4 free
games right there.
No, it was a 4 free games right there, buddy. I was like, I bet, bro. I made the mistake, but I made like an ancient mistake. He had in the case, and he said, "That's not my game. That's my dad's, but you can have it." He had an NBA 2K3 when 2K had just came out.
No!
Oh my god! Like,
minute. Are you kidding me?
He had an NBA
2K3.
2K3. I was like, what the fuck? That was when I didn't know much about 2K, but I was playing just to play basketball. It was an NBA 2K3, and it was like a whole. I think it was somebody from the Pistons.
Wasn't it?
I think it was somebody from. Let me check. I think it was a 2K3. Let me check. NBA 2K. It was one of them. It was something. NBA 2K. It was something, but it had like. Fuck, bro. Let me see.
I thought it was AI on the cover of Allen Iverson.
I take that back. It was NBA. No, I take that back. It was NBA 2K. It was NBA 2K5. ESPN NBA 2K5. 2K3 was Allen Iverson. I wasn't even alive in 2003. Yeah, Allen Iverson was on the cover of NBA 2K3, but he had a 2K5, and he was somebody. All I remember on the cover was somebody from the Spurs. Or not from the Spurs. Not from the Spurs. Not from the Spurs. From the Pistons. I think it was someone named Hamilton.
Was it Ben Wallace? Rip Hamilton?
Yeah. I think it was his last name because he had like an afro.
If he had an afro, did he wear a headband? If you wore a headband and he has an afro, it's Ben Wallace.
His last name was. I thought his last name was.
It's Big Ben. You thought it was Hamilton, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it was Hamilton. Cause I played. I played like. I played against the Pistons like a bunch of times. And I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, I don't even know who the fuck.
This team is hard as hell to beat.
Hell yeah. So I was like, shit. Let me get that game, and then I got Lego Star Wars, the second one, with like episodes 4, 5, and 6 on it.
Oh my goodness. I had the original trilogy.
The original, first three?
The first three, bro. I had that for Lego Star Wars.
Bro, like Lego Star Wars wise, like. going to that now we like transferred into like to Legos now. Bro, this is funny. Now that I'm still alive, this is fun. But transferring into Lego, bro, like I remember when I played Lego Star Wars, I was finish the game, complete all the bosses, get everybody, and I wanted. This was before the 4th and 5th and 6th one started to come out. I was determined. Me and my brother both, when it was just either me and him, it was just him, or it was just me. We were determined to get every single freaking character, get every single fucking, what were they called, mini kits?
Was it mini kits or canisters?
I think it was something. It was mini kits or canisters or something, but we were determined to get all those in every freaking level.
Dude, I did the exact same thing when I had Lego Star Wars the original trilogy, and then I didn't get the chance to play the entire saga, all 6 episodes for Lego. But I remember I was able to play it on my DS, and someone else stole my DS game. They stole.
Oh my lord, Butler! Now that you're saying DS, I remember I had the original trilogy for the Game Boy. Oh my god, horrible graphics, but it was a great game.
Horrible graphics. I played on the DS. I played. I went from playing Mario Kart on there. I played Transformers on there. Oh my god.
We had okay, so like, you know those like not medium, but like those like the large, you could call it large, but large Ziploc bags?
Oh, please.
Bro, me and my brother, cause my mom at first had gotten my brother a blue Game Boy. No, yeah, a blue Game Boy. I wanted one and we had to share it. We had to share. I had wanted it too, so we had to share it. But like a couple months later, when I was 5, you were probably like 7.
Dude, when I was 7, I was failing the 2nd grade.
I was like 5 and I got my own Game Boy, bro. That shit was like retro looking. It was a retro looking Game Boy for a Game Boy. Like retro looking for a Game Boy that's already retro. That's crazy. And I think I still have it. It's in my mom's drawer somewhere. But back to what I was saying, we had a Ziploc, one of those Ziploc bags. One of those just
before
large,
they came out with the cases for it.
Before they came out with the cases, we had the Ziploc bag full of Game Boy cartridges. Oh my lord, bro, that shit was like midway fill. Like if you fill up like halfway of your halfway with it water, that's how full the cartridges made it.
Are you kidding me? I did the exact same thing, but with DS cartridges. And then when they came out with the little cases for them, I was so happy because I was ready to get rid of that Ziploc bag. I opened the Ziploc bag the first time right after I bought the case. The smell, oh my god!
Bro, the smell of our games. It smelled like cartridges. It smelled like Game Boy cartridges, but it smelled like crayons too.
It did. That was the smell. But for me, when I opened my bag, it smelled like it smelled like wax.
It just smelled like wax and wires.
Bro, it smelled so bad.
It was horrible smelling.
Like that, but it smelled like it was 10 times worse than like it being the original smell. Imagine the smell, but 10 times as worse.
Oh my lord, I can totally imagine that.
That's how bad it was when I first opened that Ziploc bag. Because then right after they came out with the cases for it, I bought Black Ops for the DS. Oh my god. I remember playing that, bro. I hated playing zombies on there. But boy, did I enjoy it when I was playing with my brother on there. He gets scared after round 3, bro.
Oh, what, my cousin, bro, because it was, me and my brother had Game Boys, my cousin Tanaya was, what, 4, 5 at the time? No, 4 at the time, because she's, no, this is 2 years after, like, when I'm 7, you're 9. So she was, let me make sure this is right. Let me make sure this is right. Wait. My math is horrible. I'm like thinking about this. So she, if I'm 7, no, I was 8 now. Now I'm thinking about it. I was 8. You were like 10, almost going on 11.
Yeah.
She was 4, and she had got, her mom had bought her a DS, and me and my brother were completely jealous. The first, I think the game she had gotten from with the DS was fuck, what was the first game she had gotten? Mario. It was it was Super Mario Bros.
Oh, I have the new Super Mario Bros. I still have it, bro. I remember my mom had bought a Yoshi game for it, and she didn't know what to call it. She gave it to me like, this is not Yoshi. I looked at it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, Mom. You bought a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I played that bitch all the time, bro. I remember waking up on Saturday mornings, waking up playing on my DS, and watching Alvin and the Chipmunks in the wintertime, sitting on the furnace. Sitting on the furnace playing my Yu-Gi-Oh game on the freaking DS. That's when I started collecting the cards. I don't anymore, but I still got a hefty collection.
Bro, if I went like, if we went through this house, through anything like based in my mom's closet, probably my dad's closet, we'd probably find like little things like a Game Boy cartridge, and my mom's drawer would probably find the Game Boy. Oh my lord, bro! When my cousin had New Super Mario Bros, she would, bro. Anytime I said, "Can I play?" Every time I said I could play, bro. Every time I said I could play, it was. She would smack me and say no, and then I'd be like, "Mom, she's not letting me play," and then she'd let me play for like an hour, and then come push me off of it.
Dude, I was the exact same way, bro. If my brother would not get off the PlayStation, I told him you can only play for an hour. I expect after that hour was up, because I was mad at the time. My brother, every time, he would make sure that it would go over that hour somehow, some way, and it would always make me so mad when he wouldn't get off of it immediately. Because then, at the time, I was playing on my PS2. It's good to share a PS2, sadly. And I was playing Scooby-Doo Unmasked. Now that game was so much fun. I'm such a big Scooby-Doo fan.
Well, I think it was because the reason being, I was only allowed to play for an hour was because I had a Game Boy. When I had the Game Boy, I was like, every time I said I wanted to play the times DS, my mom or aunt would be like, why don't you play your Game Boy? And keep in mind, like with the Game Boy, I was just like playing just to play. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand most of what the fuck was going on. A lot of people are like that. So it was like, let me just go. I would play it. The one game that would always be in my Game Boy, always in my Game Boy was
Because I remember my mom wanting to play Yoshi's Island. I was like, what do you want to play Yoshi's Island for? Because at the time, I didn't know who the fuck Yoshi was. I didn't know who the hell that was. I didn't know what Mario was at the time until, and then, like, after I got New Super Mario Bros., I was like, wait, is this shit? No, wait, no. Before that, I was playing Mario 64 on the DS.
Yes.
That's the one where you had to go to open worlds, collect all the stars, and some were hard as fuck to collect.
Bro, N60, I played one. That's the one thing I should look into getting. I want to play like all my retro games. Like if I wanted to go back, like back in my childhood, I'd start by going back, getting my PS3 out. If I'm gonna start now, I would start by going back to PS3. PS3 playing Modern Warfare 3 and playing Black Ops 2 and Black Ops. That's what I would start with.
Black Ops 2, I think, wait a minute, my PS3, I think it only works up for my downloaded games, so the only games we'd be able to play on there together is probably Black Ops 2. That's about it.
It's still, yeah, I had downloaded Black Ops 2, so it's still on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, dude, I had, bro, like, it was so weird. My PS3, it would, like, for some reason, all my disc games would not work. It would not read the discs or anything. I had to re-download GTA on there. I had to re-download my Black Ops 2 shit. I thought, for real, if I didn't have those games downloaded, I was gonna lose all my shit.
Yeah, that's how our original one was. It wouldn't read them at all for a minute, and then we like took it in, and it got fixed a little bit where it would start to read them from time to time, or it would say a corrupted disc, or
for me it would just never read. And like sometimes if you forced it in there, it would read, but it still doesn't. Because I even tried to play my Spider-Man, what was it? Shattered Dimensions in there, bro.
Oh my!
I played that game.
Wait, what's it? I think I had that game too. I had that game too.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions?
Shattered Dimensions. I had that game too. That was the one. That was the one where he was
You had to run around and get the pieces of the tablet. That's what it was. Cause you smashed the tablet in the beginning of the game,
and you were like different. You were like in different. You weren't in different times, but you were different Spider-Mans. Yeah,
you were the original Spider-Man, Symbiote Spider-Man, 2099 Spider-Man, and Noir Spider-Man.
That's I did have that game. I thought it was called Web of Shadows, but it was Shattered Dimensions.
I have Web of Shadows for my PS2.
No shit.
The PS2.
No, really?
No, not joking, bro.
Are you fucking joking?
I'm not joking. I could take a picture and send it to you, bro. I can still play it if I wanted to. The only problem with my PS2 now is if I play a game for too long, it'll shut off on its own. Yeah, that's my only problem with it. But literally, yes, I remember before I started buying memory cards, I remember I beat the game in one night. I stayed up till like 6 in the morning because this is when my mom was working night shift. I stayed up till 6 in the morning playing that damn game. I beat the entire fucking game on the PS2. And then I remember waking up, I was like, where all my progress go? I can't remember. I was like, I need to go buy a memory card because someone just started telling me about memory cards. I was like, are you kidding me? I need to go get memory cards?
I remember. Oh, for your PS2?
Yeah.
I had like 2 of them, bro. I was like crazy. It was one like it was a heavy duty one. It looked like a hard drive. It was like a yellow one, and then I had like a.
I had the 2 smaller ones. Actually, you know what? I still have my 2 memory cards to this day. My friend had sold his PS2 to me because he's getting a PS3, and he even let me have. We had duplicate games, mostly Transformers, because he was the one that got me into Transformers.
But like I was saying, like before we start to get off a little track, we're still getting off track. But
oh my god. We've been off track for like an hour now.
I would start at PS3, then I'll go back to actually not PS2. I'd go from PS3 to the Wii. Not a lot of people had the Wii. A lot of people wanted the Wii but couldn't have it. My aunt and my cousin bought the Wii because one of our close family friends had a Wii, and they had bought like.
You started playing Wii Sports and all that shit.
Bro, it was Wii. It was a bunch of games. It was Wii Sports. It was Wii Fit, bro. This wasn't on the Wii that we had. It wasn't. It was Wii Sports. And then I think was Wii Sports.
For me, I remember playing on my cousin. We lived in different houses. We lived in the same county. We lived in different houses, obviously. So I remember she would always make me, if we were to hop on the Wii, we weren't gonna play Monkey Ball, but we was gonna play Just Dance.
Oh, yeah, that was it. That was the other game. It was either Wii Sports or Just Dance. At my mom, at our close friends, at our really close friend's house, it was Wii Fit Plus. There was a bunch of other games.
Yeah, and Wii
Smash
Fit,
Bros.
I remember my cousin wanted me to start gaining a little bit of weight because I was a scrawny little shit before I started gaining a lot of weight.
Yeah, Smash Bros.
She's tired of me playing on the PS2. She's just like, you know what? This might teach you to stop playing games. And I was like, that ain't gonna happen. So she got me into playing Wii Fit, or like doing Wii Fit, Wii Sports. That still is one of my personal favorite game on there. Bowling. For Wii Sports is bowling for me. And then, if she didn't feel like playing those games, we'd be playing Monkey Ball. And me and my brother would always play baseball or Monkey Ball.
Yeah, it was Wii Sports, Super Smash Bros. There's a bunch of other games, but I would go back to that. I would go back to the Wii. Then I would go back to PS2, play Lego Star Wars. I'd play Tony Hawk. I'd just play a number of games that I would still have.
I remember for the PS2. I remember Space Race. I remember back there. Angler. We play Real Fishing. I think it's Real Bass Fishing 3. I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, hi, good night, God. I noticed your message and I was about to respond. Some dude just popped in and he just popped out. But hopefully he's still watching. How's it going, dude? But I would go back to backyard basketball on that PS2, Lego Star Wars, Tony Hawk, playing Madden on that, playing Call of Duty, and after that I would go back to my Game Boy, and then with next door to the friend that moved to Tokyo was another friend of ours, and he had the N64.
I just remembered this game. This is a long shot, but I doubt if anybody remembers this on PS2. Woody Woodpecker.
I didn't play it. My friend had it, and I barely played it.
Oh my god, I didn't know how the fuck to play it, but I remembered because this is what I remember calling this. This is what I call Woody Woodpecker. I used to call it Woody Pecker.
Woody Pecker.
What you doing?
Yeah, my mom. She's like, "What did you just say?" I was like, "It's called Woody Pecker." And she just cracked up every single time I said it.
Yeah.
And then,
hold on, Butler. GNT God, we're just talking about like old games. If you want to chime in and talk about them too, go ahead. Nah, it's just us chilling right now. Me and Garv, if you want to go take a look at him. He's not live right now, but he's also on YouTube. We're just messing around.
And then, well, before this, whoever's watching, before this, we was talking about our 5-year friendship, and now we're just
talking about
old games.
Old games and old systems, dude. That's all we're doing. And we're just driving. I'm just driving around GTA.
Same here, bro.
Driving around GTA and running into people and having fun. You should come join us if you want to. But yeah. Then my friend had an N64. Like I said, he had an N64, and we would always be playing Super Mario 64, Pokemon, all these other games. That, dude, if I had to go back in time and get and buy every single game, or not every single game console, I would start with that, start from the PS3, go back from PS3 to Wii, from Wii to PS2, from PS2 to Nintendo Game Boy. I didn't play the GameCube that much. I played it one time.
Oh, okay. Speaking about GameCube, there was a SpongeBob game I played on there. Oh my god. I still love it.
I played, fuck, what was it called?
And then I played this all the time. After I got tired of SpongeBob, I'd go straight to this. Cars.
Cars on the GameCube? Bro, Cars?
Yes.
Cars, the cruising one, before it became all just based on racing. Cruising around in Cars was like fun.
Bro, oh my god. I remember I wanted to beat the entire story for it. I beat it, and then for some reason my GameCube just laid down and died, and I could never play it again.
Oh my lord, bro.
I think I might still have the game.
Now that I'm really thinking about it, if I had to go back in time after my last one, which was Game Boy, or I think it was right before I said Game Boy. I think it was N64, right? That was the last thing I said.
No, I thought you said because we had just started talking about GameCube, because then that's when I brought up all my GameCube games.
Yeah, I never played Game, but I went back in time. It was Wii, then PlayStation 2, from PlayStation 2 to Game Boy. Game Boy to PS1, and then PS1 to, or from Game Boy to N64, from N64 to PS1, and then PS1 to the computer. And the computer game that I had, bro, the only one that I had, which I would just cut anytime I was able, no one was home, or people were home, but no one was on the computer. And this was before my brother had introduced me to flash games, like on the computer, where you could play like all these other pizzeria games and all this other shit. We had this game called Nicktoons. This is literally the first basketball game I played. The first basketball game first ever basketball game I played was Nicktoons Basketball.
Ooh. Okay.
Look that game up.
Computer.
Nicktoons Basketball.
I went to go play, because I remember the first time I played computer, I played Ghost Recon, the original Ghost Recon on the PC.
My dad had bought us Nicktoons, and then he would always be playing Max Payne. Bro, I'm gonna have to go get some water after this. My throat is killing me. Yeah, we've been talking for a good while, so let me take a transition. Let me take a break for a minute. Guys, enjoy Butler's company. Talk to him.
I'll probably talking randomly about other things.
Talk to him randomly about other things, Butler. Let me go get some water, bro. My throat is killing me. I'll be right back, stream.
So yeah, stream. The very first game I played on PC was
If you want.
I remember playing that so much, and then after I brought this up to one of my other friends. He said I brought back so many memories playing this. I remember playing Zumbinis. It was such a fun game. Like, it was such a chill game. I still do to this day. I like a campaign-based game, especially if it's in Call of Duty. Call of Duty will always be one of my favorite campaign towards games. There was another game I would always play on the PC. What was it? I played Age of Empires, which was... I still play it to this day, on occasion. I've been playing it more often than I have been before. And then, to other people, I would play... It's still playable to this day. It's probably one of the most popular free-to-play games on the PC. Is probably Wizard 101. If anybody's heard of that, I would highly recommend that. If you're looking for a chill game, if you like wizard type games, you like can't like story based games, I would go with that game. If you're looking for strategy games, obviously you gotta go with Age of Empires. Age of Empires is a really good game. And then another like story based game, Zoombinis, obviously. Played that on PC, and like it's crazy how we go from like a couple years ago we just all be playing on our PS3s and stuff, Xbox 360, whatever you played. I don't know what y'all played, but it's crazy how now we all play PS4, Xbox One, still playing on PC, and then we got all these crazy games out there. Crazy Call of Duty games, crazy like games like Fortnite, which I mean I don't know if I'll ever come back to. I mean, Season 9 left a bad taste in my mouth. I remember doing this all the time with one of my other friends. He has YouTube on here as well. Official Ring, you go check him out by the way. I'd always end up waking up to either me or him call each other. Like, hey, you want to hop on World War II and grind out some multi? Grind and grind and grind.
So, you guys talking? We were talking about like how we were back on the topic of how we met, or what we did every time.
Okay, so here's what I was talking about. I was talking about how crazy technology has changed and going from like all us playing on like PS3, Xbox 360 to now everybody playing on PC, Xbox 360 and Xbox One and PS4. I was talking about like all the crazy games like Fortnite and like I don't know.
Let's go to that topic. But as I was before I go ahead, GNT God, it's completely up to you if you wanna. I'll talk it over with Butler, but if you wanna send me a friend request and I'll come help you out source some vehicles. You wanna go help him source some vehicles later, Butler, in a little while?
I don't care, man. I have nothing to do, especially like you know, I'm not like what's his name again? GNT God?
Yeah, GNT Gods, I think it is. God.
Like I used to, but I mean, like since Dorian's got like a day off, he works like he works. Man, works hard too. He's working hard a lot this week. He gets tomorrow off, so I'll be playing PlayStation probably all night, maybe all day tomorrow. So,
but back to what you were talking about. But back to what you were talking about. Yes, that is a very, I'd say, open-minded topic, Butler. Like
Fortnite?
No, how technology has changed.
Like how technology has changed. Yeah, I was about to say. So I was talking about like how we all were going from playing like old school games, like going from like early PS2 days to maybe a couple PC games here and there to PS3 and Xbox 360. So and yeah, we might honestly one of these days might just turn back the clock and may go relive some nostalgic like games on PS3 because we both have PS3.
Yeah, like if you think
we're gonna have to do it,
you have to. Like if you think about it, people with the change in like gaming and technology that like today compared to, you could say almost a decade ago compared to what it's almost being
like
2020.
The early 2000s. All you had in the early 2000s was PS2 and maybe the very first Xbox.
You had PS2 in the very first Xbox, the very beginning of GameCube, and then you had little portable devices like you were just getting the beginning of PSP. You were just getting.
I don't think DS came out until.
DS didn't come out till like.
No, DS didn't come out till like
2010.
Yeah, that's real. That is a decade almost.
It's a decade ago, just about. And like kids in game, people who play games or use like devices didn't understand. I would say, possibly, but not understand, but like didn't use what they use today. They didn't use what they use today.
Basically.
Yeah, basically. Like they immediately when someone back 10 years ago, or you could say 10 years ago from them, a kid who's possibly an adult now, probably someone who was born in 2020 or 2000. Someone was born in 2000 who's almost 20 now. When he was born. When he was about like 5, 6, or 7, getting through his adolescent years, the kid would go to school and come home from school and immediately do homework and go outside. That was
I honestly miss those days because sometimes I actually miss going outside. Like I still do on occasion, but not as much as I used to.
Bro, like
now, with the change in the gaming scene, how it's changed in the recent years, it's just crazy. People just come home and get straight on the PS4 now. And
people
maybe
just
if they still don't have a PS4, they have a PS3.
If you think about it, people back in 2010 was the year people started to stop going outside and started to come inside and just start playing games. Because I remember back in 2010, Obama was in the White House. Black person in the White House.
Hey,
my man Obama was in the White House. But
getting off topic here, but yeah, you know.
Yeah. But that was the year.
White dude.
it was around that time, 2010 was. I was still at my old house, and I was still going outside around 2011, going into 2011.
I think,
and by 2012,
that's when paintball wars were still like a thing to go outside and do.
Literally, like 2000,
friends party.
2012. What grade was I in? Let me think.
2012, I was an 8th grader. It was right before, because August 2013 is when I started freshman year. So yeah, in 2012, I was still an 8th grader. You were in 6th grade.
Because we met each other back in 2014.
Yes. It's 2 years before we met. I was an 8th grader. This is when
because I met you, back in 2014, you were senior year, weren't you?
No. 2014, I was a freshman.
Damn, did I go through your whole, no. 2014, you were a freshman?
2014, because I remember that was the year we went to our basketball team. Because that's when I kind of started ball late, but 2014 was I started really focusing in on, the NBA and stuff.
2014, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, because why do I think it's 2000? Oh, it is 2000. Why did I think it was 2018? 5 years ago it was 2014. 2014 was my freshman year?
Was that your 7th? No, because when I
met you when you were just getting out of high school.
You know what? I don't know. Because I remember 2014, that was the year our basketball team was going to, I think we made it past regionals, and then we went to sectionals. We lost in the last round of sectionals. And that was, I think that might have been the year right before we had, what did we have in 2014? Because I remember 2014, we had a major storm happen, and then, what was it? Fuck.
I started high school in 2015.
I thought I was no, yeah, because in 2014, I was a freshman. Sophomore year, that's when my grandpa died, and I ended up moving into the main town, like downtown. Or not like downtown, but like in the middle of town or something. And that's when I started playing,
Am I doing this right?
I had first, I think I ended up getting my PS3 right around that time. I don't remember. Such a long time ago. Holy fuck.
Yeah, my head is hurting about this, but like, well, I'm not thinking about it, but like, it was around 2000. It was around my fourth. Go ahead.
It was right around, because I was. If you say I was just getting ready to get out of high school, it might have been the start of my senior year, because I think I met you when you were a sophomore. I thought it was.
No, because I had the PS4 my sophomore year. I just never used it. No, it was 7th grade. 7th grade was. Brother, wait. You graduated 2017?
I graduated 2017.
Yeah, you graduated the same year as my brother.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago. So that was 2017. My brother was a senior. I was a sophomore. When I was in 7th grade. So I did. Yeah. You're right. You were right. You were right. Yeah, you were right. So yeah, I did meet you your freshman year.
Freshman? Wait a minute, freshman? Hold on, I have to think about this again. Hold on, wait a minute.
Dude, I did meet you your freshman year.
Yeah. Wait a minute, it was 2014. Because I remember, no, I was just starting my sophomore year, and in September, that's when my grandpa died, and then I had ended up moving to town that October. Because we stayed one more month at my grandpa's house, and then I moved to town. That's when one of my mom's coworkers, she's working at Belterra at the time, that's when one of her coworkers had offered to give me a PS3. I was like, sure, well, you know what? I need something to play. That's when I started playing PS3. So yeah, it was 2014.
It was 2014.
It was the start of my sophomore year, though. I ended my freshman year, going into my sophomore year. It was. And
then I was heading into 8th grade.
Yeah.
8th grade. So it was like late 2014. Because it was around your birthday, because it was around Christmas. We played, that's when we played, that's when we did the heist.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I thought we met earlier than that. I thought we met in November.
No, we met around Christmas time, but it was just around, they were about to put in the snow.
Oh, so was it? Hold on, was it like a couple of weeks before Christmas we met? Oh yes.
Because because now I remember, it was just before Christmas that we met, because on your birthday you said you were getting a mic.
That's right. Yes. Oh my god.
Now that we got that cleared up, back to what I was saying. That took us a while.
I don't remember where we left off when we were
still talking about the technology, but it was my 7th grade. It was 7th grade. No, it was 4th grade. 4th grade when I moved. That was when I stopped going outside and I started just staying inside, watching TV, playing PlayStation 3, because I got my PlayStation 3. I didn't get my personal PS3 till after I met you, A Paul, and Powerade. I got I had the PS3 that me and my brother were sharing when when I met you guys, and that was around Christmas time. It wasn't a Christmas present.
See, here's the thing. I remember when I ended up asking for the PS3, I remember my brother, I would always play Black Ops 2, and then one night, out of randomness, I happened to grab the controller because my brother went to go take a shower, and I was like, you know what? This looks like a cool game. Zach was playing as Franklin, for crying out loud. And I remember this. I was driving around in the, it was one of the Vapid cars. It looked like the, it's one of the supercars. It was the Bullet. That's what it was. I remember driving around in the Bullet, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start playing this game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I don't even remember that. Why am I saying it was? But where was I? I'm thinking.
Thinking 2000.
It was my 2000. It was my 4th grade year. It was my 4th grade year. I was me and my brother had just got the PS4. 5th grade year, that's when I had met you.
Wait, 5th grade year? What? What?
Wait, I didn't start. Wait.
You just said 5th grade year. That's when you met me.
What am I talking about? 6th grade. I didn't meet you till 6th grade. I remember that. Because 6th grade was 2014. No, 6th grade year wasn't 2014.
Oh my god.
Was it?
Oh my god. I don't know. No. 2014. Wait, hold on, wait. If you're talking about 2014 was the...
If you graduated in 17.
17, yes. The beginning of the 2014 to 15 was, that was the year I was a sophomore.
14, 15?
14, 15 was sophomore year.
Yeah, and then it was 8th grade actually, my bad. So it was, but now that I'm thinking about it, it was back in, fuck, I'm stupid. 4th grade, we got the PS4. 5th grade, actually, we got the PS4. I didn't meet you till 8th grade because I wasn't able to play that much because of Pop Warner and the school.
Oh, you played Pop Warner?
Yeah, you didn't know that I played Pop Warner football, you fucking retard?
No, I didn't know that. I just remember you playing high school football, that was it.
Brother, how do you think I got this good?
I don't know. I don't remember you playing high
Butler,
school
no,
football.
I take steroids. No, fuck, I'm joking. Practice?
No wonder you hold all the school records. You were taking steroids the entire time.
I'm joking. But, it was, yeah, I played Pop Warner football. I played football for 11 years, and counting flag, because I played 2 years of flag for the city.
I played flag football before. That was fun. I remember, dude, I used to play for our local YMCA. I played our flag football tournament, bro.
Yeah, we played that. You could call it You could call it the YMCA for us, but it was like our little City of Vista Recreation Center.
Yeah.
We played. Yeah, that's what we played at. Or not played at, but that's what we played for. It was the City of Vista. Played that for 2 years, and then I moved into Pop Warner for 5 years. Cause I played Pop Warner from 5 years. Cause I played from 4th to 8th grade.
I remember doing this because these were my dreams going into life. My dreams were 4th grade. I remember saying I wanted to be a football player, and then I transitioned to being in the military. Then I transitioned to wanting to be a basketball player. I remember at one point I wanted to be a wrestler.
2K.
I wanted to be on the
WWE 2K looking at it,
dude. No fucking joke, bro.
I want to put a Stone Cold Stunner on somebody, mom.
No, I remember, dude. I remember this like it was like just a few years ago, I remember when I was in the 4th grade, I woke up every morning watching DX. I remember I wanted, every time my mom turned around, I was doing this, I was doing their little sign that they do for DX. I was like, I got 2 words for you, Mom, suck it.
Bro, my dad was the only one that got me into watching WWE because he only watched it for fun because he would watch a bunch of things. He would watch WWE for fun from time to time, and then he would watch a lot of golf. He'd watch all the sports. He'd watch a lot of golf and he would watch WWE. I watched WWE with him. And I kind of got into it because it was kind of like fun. It was fun and funny.
Because here's the very first match I remember watching of WWE. I watched. It was John Cena and I think it was against JBL at WrestleMania 21 for the WWE Championship match. I remember spoiling it for my mom because I think she had to go to work that night and then went to sleep. Or no, she went to work. She came home that day, and then I think it was like my stepdad at the time was telling me not to ruin it for her, and she's like, "Well, what?" I told Mom, I was like, "Well, John Cena won the WWE title." And she's my stepdad at the time was like, "Don't spoil it for her, damn it!" I was like, "What the fuck? I can't keep no damn secrets." I'm keeping no secrets from my mom.
First ever match I watched at WWE was John Cena versus The Rock when John Cena was actually relevant. But then I kind of just stopped.
You got into it so late. I was in it in 2005.
No, yeah, I got into it late. I didn't start watching. I didn't start like fully watching it. I stopped watching it. I stopped watching full WWE until like I popped in to update myself from time to time. Was when Brock Lesnar beat Undertaker.
Oh, dude! Oh my God, dude! It's still one of the most talked about things in the WWE. No joke.
But like you're saying, everybody has those dreams. My dream was first basketball. Basketball was. I'm pretty sure basketball had to be like at least everybody's first sport.
It still is for me though.
Basketball.
Honestly.
Basketball was my first dream. Like, bro, I literally, not to sound like a bitch, 'cause I'm so hard as shit. Not to sound like a bitch, but like I was I think it was 7th grade year.
You told me this.
Possibly 7th grade year when I was in Pop Warner. I got home from practice and literally broke down in tears because my dad told me not to play basketball anymore.
Oh no, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he told me not to play basketball anymore. He wasn't being a dick about it, he was just saying not to play it because he didn't want me to get hurt. And I was just like, okay. And I was just crying. I was just crying in the kitchen. I was like, and then my mom comes in and he was like, what's wrong? I was like, I was just still crying, and then she was like, what's wrong? I was like, I want to play basketball. She's like, you know, you can, but you just don't get yourself hurt. I was like, okay, I'm not. So I continued to play basketball, because I played basketball when I was in 3rd grade.
You started early, dude.
I started really early.
I actually kind of started late. For me, it was 6th grade when I actually was getting like hardcore into it.
Yeah, I was playing, bro. Like I told you the stories, like how
I remember when you told me you was fouling out like crazy because you
that was like middle school. That was middle school because I was mixed, bro. I was mixed with basketball and football. So anytime I went from football to basketball, it was like still football nature where I would try to run people over, try to get to the hole, be too aggressive, be too quick and they'd be quicker. and I'd get fouls, and then I'd foul out. Before that, starting early, bro, like, I was quick, I was agile, I was small, so it was just me.
You was like a smaller version of, okay, hold on, let me think. So, you was in Pop Warner, and then you went to go play basketball, and then you had basketball mix. So you were quick and agile.
I was quick and agile and so like elusive. I had like, there was one game where I had like, I didn't know what a double was, and my coach told me this man had 10 steals and 20 points. I was like, what? I don't know what that means. I didn't know. He said double. I was like, I only know one double, and that's from
you just like,
I only knew one double, and that's from In and Out.
You just like, run that by me again.
I was like, what? I got a sandwich? Because of In and Out, I heard double. I was like, I got a sandwich? Oh, really? Cool. But because I was so quick, I would always like people when I was playing against, they would always make that first pass to the left or to the right, and I would always be lining up. It would be they bring the ball up court like anybody else would, bring it up the middle, and then they would just stop and pass it, and I would just like immediately read it.
You basically knew where they were passing.
I immediately just read it and people. This was before like it was quicker, and I started to get bigger, and I wasn't able to make the steals, and I was just gambling, bro. Every time I would just like read where the ball was going, he would just turn, and I would just take off, and right when the ball left his hands, he would just like immediately try to turn his body to get back court, and I've already pushed the ball up court.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first dream, and the second dream was, of course, football. But then I did have a small, not like this was a small, like a 1% chance that I wanted to play baseball. But then I was like, nah, baseball's for pussies.
The only thing I played close to playing baseball was I played t-ball a long time ago. I played t-ball, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna be a baseball player. I forgot about that too.
I had that thought about playing. I had the thought about playing baseball because my brother played t-ball, and I was like, hey, this game is cool.
My brother played baseball too, but he played. See, not Zach, but my older brother.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, my older brother played baseball. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be just like my brother. I want to be a baseball player. And then, every chance I was gonna do it, I just never did it.
Yeah, that's how it was. Like I would always I had the glove and the bat, and I was just like, all right, I'm ready. And then I kind of just like looked at it, watched it, and I was like, it's cool. It's cool to go to the games and watch this stuff, watch baseball. Playing it just looks boring.
Playing it, it's just not the same. Honestly,
it's just not the same as like watching it. Like it's interesting. Playing it, it just doesn't seem cool.
It's a lot harder to see when you're watching it. You could cheer on and shit, but when you're playing it, it's actually harder.
It's hard as hell. But moving forward,
when I played,
I had about 1% of baseball, and then I had like because my cousin, I had like a 10% of me wanting to play soccer, because my cousin Tanaya played indoor soccer. And I was like, okay, every time they had like a halftime, keep in mind I still had my like basketball in me. Every time they had a halftime, I would just go and grab the soccer ball and just shoot it in the hoop. Every time, and everybody was like, oh, like the basketball hoops were low because it was the recreation center. That's where they playing. They played indoor soccer, and it was the recreation center where you could lower the hoops like hella low and dunk on them. So like the hoop was low.
God.
The hoop was low, and I just went up and dunked it. Because the only way because for some reason, the rims at the recreation center were able to move up. like it's a go hoop where the rims could move up, but that's how it was. That's how the rims were. So like they moved the backboard and everything down for the game.
Wow.
So kids wouldn't get hit in the head if they kicked it like high or it bounced off the wall. It would just bounce off the basketball hoop. It was retarded. I don't know why they did it, but like I would just reach up there. I would just go over like I was going to the bathroom, flick the switch, have the rims pop down at halftime, go to the bathroom like I actually do, because they had like a 10-minute halftime. Crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, 10-minute halftime for soccer is crazy. Indoor soccer too. But they had like a 10-minute halftime. Flipped it, went to the bathroom. No one noticed that the rims were down because people were taking videos. People were talking to other moms, talking about the game, and I was like, bet, just flick the switch. They heard a pop and they were like, oh well, and they just went back to talking, went out the floor, grabbed the ball, just started shooting around. But then I would put a little soccer mix into it where I would be kicking the ball and all that stuff. So that's why I was like into soccer. And then like my 100% dream, my dream will become a goal, and my goal will become a reality, is football. That one is 100% dream, not a dream. I want to become a football player. That thing is orange.
See, I still want to become a basketball player, but you know, but just for you had told me, I think it was for a tryout from my area. What was it? I think you told me, what was it, like $150 just for a tryout? Something like that. And like, dude, if I was able to get that money and go, able to drive all the way up to Indy just to get that tryout and make the team, maybe a dream come true. Because I mean, I still got it. I'm not as quick, but I've also got a better jump shot than I used to. Like I've had some people telling me that my jump shot actually it's like almost like a one of a kind. I think I've had people tell me it looks between a mix of Ray Allen and Klay Thompson. Like I bring it from the hip like Ray Allen did, but then my release is so quick, it's like Klay Thompson's. If you, dude, when we all meet up, I swear, exact shot. Oh my god, dude. You want me to tell you, or you just want to wait?
I want to wait.
Go ahead and tell you.
I want to wait. I want to see you
later.
Wait? But
oh my god. I can tell you what happens in these.
I forgot where this topic like took off at. Going back to what I was saying.
Let's talk about dreams.
We were talking about dreams, and going back before that, like we were talking about other shit. But fuck. Technology. We were talking about the technology and shit this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in like 2000. Back in my 4th grade year. I'm gonna just put it like that. 4th grade year.
You were crying. You were telling me that you were crying because your dad said you didn't want you playing basketball.
Yeah, that's
when we started talking about dreams.
But back when we were talking about the technology stuff and about kids not going outside, back in my 4th grade year, that was when I stopped going outside. And that's when I started playing inside, watching TV, watching some other shows, playing PSP when we had it, and all this other shit. Then I started playing Pop Warner, and I honestly was forced to go outside.
Right.
I was basically forced to go outside. So I went outside, played, but like what kids don't get is like that was like that cutoff like around, I think it's 2000. I'm pretty sure it's 2010. 2010 is where it like completely had kids
just wanting to stay inside, like
just
90%
staying
of the time.
inside. Like they don't know the outside world a lot. That's why the only way they go outside is if it's
they're forced to, or if they go on a vacation. Honestly,
if it's they're forced to, and now that gaming things are allowing
be
kids
taken with them, like
people,
on their cell phones, they're able to still stream and shit. They just take with them.
And with like new age technology that's happening right now, where games are still on the phone. Games are still on the phone. Kids can just say, "Okay, I'll go outside," and then they get back right on their phone. Like, what I'm making this point is basically open-minded. Like kids, I see where kids are getting at right now. Like we had what we had outside playing, and then we came inside. If it was a rainy day, we would either play on our video games because it's raining. What else are we gonna do? We could play a board game or read, and I'd rather play either a board game and I'll play a board game on my video game than read,
or
or just go to sleep. That's on a rainy day.
Literally.
If it's a rainy day
now.
If it's a rainy day now, they're doing exactly what they would do on a sunny day.
Is playing games, either that, or if it's a rainy day and they be tired, they just go to sleep.
That too.
I still do it. I still go to sleep sometimes when it's a rainy day. Rainy day, rain puts me to sleep, honestly, and then like I still game from time to time, like now, but you know I literally only get on when one of my friends are on. That's about it. A lot recently been playing on PC, so yeah, you know.
It's just a new age, like keeping an open mind about it. I'm not like against it, I'm not with it. Like against it being like, yeah, kids should get outside.
Need to go
Vitamin D is crucial. Like
yeah,
you need
people do need to go outside every once in a while, like, and I would say I say at least like once every day. Go outside, sit on the porch for like an hour maybe.
Yeah, go outside, enjoy the sunlight. Go outside, throw a rock. Just go for a walk if you have to. It's okay to be outside. It's good to be outside to get some fresh air. Staying inside, you're gonna hurt yourself.
If you don't live with your girlfriend, go hang out with your girlfriend or something.
Do something. Go, just get out the house and enjoy life. But then being with it, I was listening to a podcast today at school at work. If you're gonna game, do it as a hobby. If you're gonna do YouTube, do it as a hobby. Don't just be stuck with this where kids just
and don't have a backup plan, honestly.
Are like coming home from school or not doing, or they're on their they're coming home from school or coming home from practice or coming home from whatever they did during the day, now, and immediately getting.
For me, I think for me, if your like son, daughter, or whatever is doing a sport, I wouldn't care less. But,
no,
I mean, if they're not doing anything,
no, I would. Hold up. If your son, hold up before you get into that, brother. If your son or daughter is doing a sport
and they're coming home
and immediately getting in a game and not relaxing or not doing whatever they're supposedly supposed to be doing, that's not playing a game, beat their ass, please. I'm gonna just say it. Beat their fucking ass. Like that's stupid.
That might be doing it. For me, if they're playing a sport and they need to relax, I don't care if they play the game. Well, you know, if you're my child and you're just coming home just playing straight games, you need to go outside at least an hour a day for me.
Yeah, bro, like back when I actually watched cable before I started watching Netflix and all this other stuff and YouTube, they always had those commercials on TV like play 60, get outside and play for at least 60 minutes, go outside and play for an hour, go save energy. Your power off time is from the time you get home from school and done with your homework to the time you don't see the sun out anymore.
I used to do that. I used to do that a couple times during like a week. If I didn't want to play any games, I would go outside and play the entire day until sundown.
That's how it was. Like when I was living, because I lived back. Nah, I'm saying it. Back when I used to live, it was in a neighborhood. Every time the sun went down and the lights came on, I knew it was time to go outside. I've done what I needed to do, and I played what I needed. I played my time outside, and I can go inside. Didn't really, after I played outside, I didn't really have that much energy to play anything else. I didn't start.
Like,
I didn't start
you had
full.
your time outside. You would come home and just you'd come right back
You've
home
already
and
wasted
you
the
just, like,
energy
lay
that you would have. You've already wasted the energy you used. You would have used on the game, on outside, and it's not that.
It's just not that simple anymore.
It's
People
not that
just
simple.
they
Keep
play
in mind,
on electronics.
I did play. Actually, no, I didn't. There was times where, like, I would say, can my friend come over? He would come over and we'd play games. Anytime we got bored of the game or we got mad at the game or it was just getting frustrating, we just put it down and go outside. There was always something to do. We'd always go throw the football around. We always had like this place where we called the I think it was the Rock Spot. I don't remember what it was called. But we'd always go to that. And just go hang out over there, climb the rock, play on the outside. We just have fun. Nah, it's just different. Like if you're gonna play outside for at least an hour. If you're not, if you're gonna okay, if you let me make it an ultimatum. If you're gonna come home and immediately get on a game, if you're my kid, you better have at least all your fucking chores done. If your chores are all your chores, I want your room. I would want the room clean. I want the kitchen clean. I want the bathroom clean, and I would want at least if you have a pet, I want the pet washed. If it's not, I want the living room clean. I just want things that you could be doing. If you're outside, if you're stuck inside, if you come home,
that need to be done left undone.
If you're gonna be inside, you better clean the inside. If you're gonna be outside, I'm not gonna bother you. You can play outside, and when you come inside,
your time. That's your time to have your fun. But when you come, as soon as you walk back through them doors, it's like it's time for you. You know, get things done here and there. Don't have to do it all at once. Like I mean, literally, like. How'd your school day go and whatever, but I mean...
Lish.
Hi DJ baby. How's it going?
Like, it's like, having to go back to doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know?
Exactly.
That's just
like, it's not the day and age right now is kind of crazy. Like
kids would
playing outside is literally a must. It was a must back before 2010, 2015.
Basically, it was a must do before gaming became relevant.
Before gaming became very relevant 2013 on.
No, actually, take that back. It might be 2012 because of Black Ops 2. Because Black Ops 2 is a gaming.
Yeah, 2012. 2012 on till today, and that's when playing outside wasn't a thing anymore. Playing outside, it was your child. It was basically a childhood
you were
thing.
Raised out in like buttfuck nowhere. Like out in the country.
Then you have an exception.
Yes, you have an exception to play games.
Play the game.
But if you live in town where you can go hang out with friends, you can go play video games and shit, or you can go play, not video games, you can go play basketball at the park or something, then I mean, what's your excuse?
If you live in the country where it's just fields from left to right, and you don't see a store, or you don't see a trail that you can walk, the exception, you can play the game, you can come in and play your game, I don't give a crap. But if it's like, if you got a freaking trail, like a back trail, like a park trail, you got like a hiking trail, If you got a store down the
Basketball
street,
court
go down to
nearby.
the store, get yourself something to eat. If you got a hiking trail, hike the fucking trail. Don't come inside and play a stupid ass game.
You got a
It's gonna
girlfriend, go
be
hang out
there.
with him. Boyfriend, go hang out with him.
Bottom line. But whoa, that was
kind of needs to go. It should be like things should start just going down the middle from now on.
yeah,
That's how
it
it should be.
it shouldn't be one-sided where it's immediately where your thought is immediately come inside. I'm gonna turn on my gaming system. I'm gonna get online. Fuck you. I don't care. Let me play my game.
You hear these stories about people being murdered over a video game. Like it's crazy.
And that's just dumb shit. We'll get into that in the next stream. I want to
Like
call
that's
it.
how much gaming has changed this society.
That's the gist of it. We'll talk more about it on the next stream. Butler, it has been an honor to have you, and we'll have you again the next time because
most definitely tomorrow. Because I'll
most
probably,
definitely
you know
tomorrow.
what? I'm actually thinking about streaming tomorrow.
and most definitely tomorrow because this has been an eventful night talking about all this stuff, playing
Yes.
around, talking about our 5-year friendship, talking about
Talking about
gaming,
games.
talking about the
Technology,
technology,
kids.
kids, how they don't play outside, and just clarifying everything. It's been a blast. Thanks for those who did chime in on the comments, those who did come in and watch. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. It would help a lot.
Before
Please
you
share
end
it.
wait a minute. Before you end it, I'm gonna say something.
Please share it. Like, subscribe. It's great. Jump in on the conversation because it's
Shit.
crazy. It's a crazy thing that me and Butler talk about. We just sit here and talk back and forth and drive around here. It's not that hard. It's not really much, but we have fun with it and we have a blast. It's great. It's a great experience. Other than that, let me wait for Butler to do what he needed to do. Other things, I'm just gonna be nice and say it. Love you guys. Thank you for those who did chime in. Thanks for checking in, Butler. What do you gotta do? I was gonna say use code, but I wasn't.
No,
I was not,
no.
because this is not that kind of game. But it's
Check the chat. You'll see it.
It didn't pop up yet. It's gonna pop up in a minute. I'll hear it. It's been an eventful night. We've talked about a lot. We've clarified a lot. Tune in next time, guys. We're gonna talk about some more stuff. We might pick up this. We're gonna talk about this more stuff tomorrow. We might pick up the same from the same topics we just talked about today and tonight, considering where you guys are watching from.
It will be today because it's 2:30 in the morning for
Today and tonight, because people might be watching from wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time it is, whoever you are, whether you're a girl, a guy, a dog, a baby, or insect. Or if you're Lil Mayo, because Lil Mayo is an alien, that man's over at Area 51.
Hey, Lil Mayo.
Lil Mayo. You can be an alien, it's crazy, but
I hope y'all enjoyed it, and it was Forrest.
peace out, boys. It's been fun. Love you guys. Peace out.